What is up, guys? Johnny Cooper64 here with another YouTube video. And Comic-Con is releasing tons of stuff for everyone, like video game gameplays, trailers for movies, TV shows, etc. dudes, everything you guys like. So we got like a few images about new stuff for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Because Activision was there, and they had like a Spyro panel in there, having like gameplay, like some new things, and this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the new design of Nestor. Now, Nestor is like the first dragon in Spyro 1. He's like the first dragon you're supposed to like hit and release. He's obviously a green dragon, and in the original, he looks like a typical dragon. He looks exactly like the other dragons that you hid, just like recolored. Like the other ones are like just recolored, and their designs are like the exact same thing but just like recolored and stuff like that. And obviously, putting that in the remaster, they obviously have to change a lot of the design of for that character, because it will look kind of bland. What I love about Reignited Trilogy is that they redesigned them to make them stand out from the other dragons, while still being, I guess, the same race from that world, have it like similar, kind of like to the other ones, that are like in that first world, but redesign, kind of have like a few changes in like physical, or like having like wear armor and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like details in them, and that's what I love about what Toys for Bob is doing, for Reignited Trilogy. And back like 2 months ago or something like that, when I think when like the first trailer was released, they showed Nestor's redesign, and he had a turban in his head, and he looked kind of more like to the original, you know what I mean? But obviously a lot of people were not very satisfied with this character's design for some reason. I thought it looked pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it looked pretty good. It looked pretty fair, to be honest. I guess Toys for Bob took this criticism, and they applied it, and they redesigned them again, and now they have like a brand new design, and he looks completely different. He doesn't have a turban anymore. He looks really different from his like original design. I think he looks more kind of to the original design, actually, that I'm thinking about it, because like both of them kind of look a bit buff. But this one's like more muscular, and everything is just like completely changed of him. I do like this version better, obviously, and I do love how, like, I guess people's criticism changing the game's effects and stuff like that, which I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good in my opinion, and I love that. I love that Toys for Bob takes people's advice and they change it. You know what I mean? That's what I love about them. Now, obviously, the other design, the complete model, I guess it's thrown away, is like trashed out and stuff like that. It's a waste of model. So maybe, I guess, they could use that model for like something else in the game. Maybe for like another dragon, or like a bonus one or something. I don't know, but I feel like the other model with the turban was like kind of like wasted, and I think they should like use it in the game or something. But I do love Nestor's new design, because it looks kind of more classic, but still being really different, and a lot of people also love this design. And I gotta love Toys for Bob for doing this, compared to the Insane Trilogy. Now we also have like a first look at Hunter. I mean, we can't really see him that much, but we kind of see him like in this little picture right here, and we can see him holding this bow. Obviously he only holds like the bow for like one mini game, and this is like where people like kind of started complaining, from what I've seen, is that Year of Dragon, we can see Hunter using the bow more. He has like a design where he carries the bow and has like arrows in his back and stuff like that. And that's like post Year of the Dragon, you know what I mean, post. But in the original, he doesn't have any of that. But as we see in this picture, he clearly has it, and I think Toys for Bob is like using the Hero's Tail model and the post the Year of the Dragon, and I guess they're having the character, you know, using, you know, holding the bow and, you know, the arrow holders from his back, you know, more. I think that's like a design that they're going to be keeping for the character now, you know, where he holds that, and I've seen a lot of people complain about that. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it adds to its character, you know, and it basically, I guess, kind of explains how he has that for, you know, onwards after Year of the Dragon, and I think that's like a pretty nice design, you know, that they're using, and that's like the hunter design that I obviously love and other people love as well, so I don't see why, you know, people should be hating on it. You know, they're trying to make their own thing, I guess, while still keeping it to the original, and I like that design that they did for hunter. Now let's talk about like Ripto's new design. Obviously he's already been like shown off like 3 weeks ago and stuff like that, but obviously he's kind of changed, you know. I do love his new design though. He looks really creepy and he looks really menacing as well. I love how evil he looks, you know, compared to his like original. In the original he looks like more like a puppet, you know, and he looks someone like you can easily defeat. This one though, he looks kind of more older, kind of more creepier and more menacing, you know, more evilish type of thing. He kind of looks a bit more taller as well, if I'm not mistaken. But in the original, I guess like the new design, but kind of like the cover art, he had like these lizard eyes, and it looked more to its character. But the only thing that didn't make sense is that his like minions did not have lizard eyes. It was like cartoon eyes. But I guess like with the new image that they shown, his eyes were changed, like they were like redesigned or something, and they look like more of the minions' eyes. It has kind of like that cartoonish eyes type of thing. So they changed the lizard eyes, which made him look more menacing in my opinion. And that's like another thing is I don't know why people complain about his new design. I think it looks pretty good, and that's what I love about Ripto now is his new design. It looks really, really damn good in my opinion. And you know, obviously the original actor is back to voice him and also Hunter as well, which is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. We also have like Bentley in here as well, and he looks really similar to the Hero's Tail design, you know, because in the original he looked really stupid, in my opinion, you know, but you know, the new design they took is really similar to Hero's Tail. So obviously they're taking Hero's Tail for, I guess, like the character's design, I guess, you know, with like hunters, like, you know, carrying the bow and everything like that in the whole entire game. For that game, they're using that design for like the second Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. And you know, Bentley's design is, you know, similar to Hero's Tail and stuff like that. You know, we did get to see a few cover images if you guys want to see them right here. And you know, there's where we like see everybody and stuff like that. I do love the new cover images. It looks really amazing. And you know, in the third cover, we obviously see, you know, the legs and stuff like that more better than the original, because people were saying that it was like their like arms and legs were like switched and stuff like that, which was really confusing, but I like what they did and stuff like that. But yeah, I love the new designs and the new things that Toys for Bob is doing for the game. What are your thoughts? You know, let me know in the comment section below, and thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.